So I thought I would try something a little bit different today, and rather than writing a blog, I thought I would video a blog for you. And you can just listen to the sound of my voice, and I'll show you some images about what I'm going to talk about today, and I would love to hear some of your feedback. So today's blog post is about wear on materials. And it came up after a conversation I was having with Dave today about our countertop. So as you know, we're renovating our house right now, and we are currently installing the countertop on our island. So our kitchen is nearly done. Cabinets are in, our main countertop is in, and our island is in the process of being put together. But we are just finishing off some of the details of our countertop. Now what we're putting in is a walnut veneered countertop. So it's a wood countertop. It acts like wood, it looks like wood, it feels like wood, but it's just a veneer. So instead of being a solid wood countertop, which is quite expensive, it's veneered, and then the inside it'll have an MDF core or an LDF core, which is a medium density or low density fiberboard. So, but in talking about that today with Dave, he'd made a few comments about wear, needing to be careful about it, wanting to make sure that there wasn't going to be damage to it. And it suddenly occurred to me that maybe we should have a conversation about whether or not he understands that wood, being a natural material, is going to wear. So what I mean about that is that I've spoken with lots of homeowners who they've just put in brand new hardwood floors, and they've had it for 6 months, and they're just completely beside themselves because all of a sudden their hardwood floors don't look brand new anymore. They have scuffs and scratches and marks and dings all over the place. And the perception behind hardwood is that it's going to be hard and therefore it's not going to wear. Well, that's actually not true. So hardwood as opposed to softwood. So softwood is something, if you've seen architectural models that are made of wood, they're made out of softwoods. But hardwoods are made out of obviously harder woods, but it's still a wood. So what happens is you're going to have these beautiful floors, and I'm going to show you a picture here shortly. So this one here is the kitchen, and it looks like this one has had just recently installed brand new hardwood floors, and right now they're gleaming and they look perfect. Give it a month, 2 months, 6 months, and that floor is not going to look as perfect anymore. It's actually going to be quite dinged up. You're going to see marks, you're going to see dents, you're going to see scratches, especially if you have pets, you're going to see lots of that, and that's just natural. That's what happens when you have a natural material. It also happens on countertops. So just bringing up a picture of a wood countertop here. So countertops, like the one that we're putting into our kitchen, are really beautiful. Like, I love the wood countertop look. I like the way it feels. I like the way that it works. I like the way that it reacts under your hands. But it is wood still. So even though you have wood cutting boards, your wood countertop is not your cutting board. You want to make sure that you're going to be using some kind of cutting board on top of it. You also have to be aware of water. You can't just leave water sitting on a wood countertop the same as you can on a laminate or a granite, because it will actually stain into the wood. So one of the kitchens that I'm showing you here shows a butcher block style countertop that's just for the bar top on the kitchen. So that one itself is a beautiful detail that you can add in. So I think the rest of the countertop is likely a granite or a laminate countertop, but where they're sitting, where they're actually going to be having meals, they have a piece of wood. Right now, again, you can see in the image, it's nice and gleaming and it's nice and smooth, but over time that's going to wear. Now countertops don't wear the same as, say, a wood floor would, or call it a wood cutting board, things like that, but they do eventually wear. So I'm going to show you another image here. It's just a close-up. So what they're doing now, because lots of people are finding that this is a huge issue in terms of the way that the wood looks, is they're creating that aged wood look. You're seeing that coming out on flooring, it's coming out on countertops, you see it in cabinetry. Anywhere that they use wood, they're starting to offer an aged wood look. Now, depending on the quality of the product that you're purchasing, it may look like a natural aging, or it may look very much like a stamp, because essentially that's what it is. It just is a stamp. So I wanted to bring your your attention to what happens with wood, because like I said, after having this conversation with Dave, suddenly I realized maybe other people are thinking that wood actually is going to just be nice and hard and it's never going to wear, and that's really not the case. So would love to hear any thoughts on this. If you have any questions, please send them through to me and let me know what you think about the video format. It's different for me to be talking to my computer as if I'm talking to you, but I'm always willing to try different things and see what works best to communicate information to you as smoothly and easily as I can. So that's my thoughts for today. Stay tuned. I will be sending pictures soon about the DIY project that we're doing currently to give you some updates. Sign on to the Diamond Elite group if you haven't already. I will be sharing some very valuable material only to that group in the next few weeks. I have an offer coming out shortly that will be only given to the Diamond Elite group itself, and I'm going to do some reveal images from our project that will only be shared to the Diamond Elite group. So if you want to be tuned in, then make sure you sign up. I will include the link below. Thanks for watching, and here's to creating your very own beautiful personal spaces. Have an amazing week.